Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the Monday Fun Day, whatever day or title we're having today. How we doing? How's everyone feeling on Monday, huh? Monday, back to work. It's the start of the week. Start off on a nice positive attitude. I got myself a Sprecher's root beer because I'm feeling like a root beer today. Feeling like I deserve a root beer. Me and my girlfriend are in the process of packing right now for our move. Delzo1, subscribe with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Delzo1. Thank you, Dels. That's so nice of you. Was that like your resub for the 2 months? It doesn't say. I thought you were previously subbed to me already. Did your subscription end and you weren't in that relapse period? Oh man, I'm sorry, but thank you for the resub. M4 Lauren here at the beginning for a change. Thanks for the AOS draft play video. Dude, M4 Lauren, I'm glad you could tune in. I'm glad you could play or watch me right at the start. I really liked that draft. That draft mode. 3 months. Awesome. It didn't say anything, Dels. It didn't say anything. I hope it still counts towards your 3 months so that when I get my badges up, you get the 3-month badge. I hope so. But yeah, M4 Lauren, I'm looking forward to doing more drafts in There we go. Good to know that it still counted. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more drafts in Age of Sigmar. I think that game is really fun. It's very dynamic. It does have a few similarities from Lightseekers, like the whole buff rotation, buff removal, damage prevention, all that kind of thing. But what's really unique about it is the lanes, where if you think about it, like in Lightseekers, you put down a Bubblefish. Bubblefish prevents all the damage throughout the entire board, right? Because it's just one board. Whereas this one, there's 4 lanes to hold kind of Cowboy Hat Valor. Where, it's, words I can't speak. Where it's like, yeah, you have 4 lanes, so you have to kind of be on the front at all times. 4 champions to worry about, you have a whole blessings issue. It's very dynamic and really cool, so I really hope that people who are a fan of Lightseekers at least give it a shot, give it a try. I know I will be very smallly investing in that game as I go on. Probably not as big as I am with Lightseekers, because Lightseekers is like my baby. It's what I play a lot of, and it's what I want to keep having fun with. But I will definitely keep doing drafts in Age of Sigmar as long as I can find the resources as in gold to keep doing it and keep getting better. I'll be like in my own time learning about the cards so that I can do better drafts. Because I went 2 and 3. My first run, and I didn't know anything about the game. I just went off my basis of card games, hey, get buff removal, get constant value. That's what I want to do. So I didn't think I did too bad. I didn't go 0 and 3. I avoided that real quick. But M4 Lord, I will definitely be doing more of that draft mode, because the draft mode is so much fun. And yes, Cowboy Hat Valor, as soon as they get draft mode in Lightseekers, I am just primarily going to be a draft player. Oh my god. When new sets come out, I'll go back into Ranked and I'll try that fun stuff to do, that's with constructed decks and whatnot. It'd be once a week. But I am definitely feeling myself more of a draft player, because those were just so much fun to cast. Those were just so much fun to stream and talk about. In my opinion, they were. Maybe they'll be once a week, like I said, a deck for Ranked mode. We'll try to do constructed. We'll just see how things are going on ladder. But I'm primarily probably going to be a draft player, and I hope that's okay. I hope that's fine with your content that you want to see. I want to be able to put things out that you want to see. But yeah, drafting is so much fun. Drafting is so much fun. With that being said, guys, how's everyone doing today? It's Monday. When I asked, I had 2 people. Now I'm up to 7. Awesome. How's everyone doing this Monday? Huh? Monday, I don't know what time it is for you guys. Maybe evening. It's only 6 o'clock for me right now, so sun is still, I think it's about to set shortly here in Wisconsin. But yeah, how are we feeling? How are we doing today? Everyone's in a good mood, I hope. It's the start of the week, like I said. Go back to work. You're like, oh, I missed the weekend already. But I'm playing Lightseekers. I'm having a great day. Yeah, just a little bit of rundown. The gold event. The gold event just got done this past weekend. Seeker Bova. You prefer Fridays? I think we all do, Dels. I think we all do. Cowboy Hat Valor, yes, you got into the top 4, right? Cowboy Hat Valor went to the gold tournament this weekend, which is what I was just about to talk about. He topped in the top 4 with his added location deck. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. I'm really happy to see that, your first time out, you were able to get in the top 4. There was like 15 or 16 people at that event too. So that's a really good standing for you. I think that's awesome to hear. I know the competition was really, really tough. I know Bova took the whole thing. Dartcatcher came in second. Both of those guys, high admiration for those players. Those guys are so good at the game. Monday's my Sunday, and Texas weather is beautiful. M4 Lauren, that is awesome to hear. Awesome. But yeah, both Dartcatcher and Bova, two of like the top players in the U.S. right now. I have high props to both of them. They're both amazingly nice people to talk to just get feedback. I know Bova's in my channel several times, almost all the time when he gets home. He's in the channel with his wife here. Secret Lifesaver is his wife. But yeah, they are both held in high regards for me. So those guys are awesome. Bova and Dark were your only losses. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing to hear that you went against some of the toughest people. Mind you, yeah, losing to top 1 and 2, I'll take that loss any day of the week. I'll shake their hand and go, "Good game, man. Congrats." But yeah, no, I highly recommend if you even just get to talk with them for a little bit, just pick their brain about the game if they're more than willing to talk to you. They are phenomenal people to talk to and just to hang out with and get feedback. They're great at the game. I know Bova streams. If you guys did not know that, Bova streams every once in a while. Go check him out. His wife streams as well. I don't think Nuan streams, and that's kind of a shame. I kind of would love to see him stream, because every new tournament he's been to, I think he's brought a brand new deck. It's never been the same deck twice. And he's been doing so well with all these different variety decks that it would be awesome to kind of pick his brain and see his deck construction in process. So if you guys know who Nuan is, any of you, or you can talk to him, say, "Man, get a camera. I want to watch you stream. I want to watch you build decks." That'd be awesome to do. But yeah, Bova won the Gold Tier tournament with his infamous Skyslayer Vandal deck. And God, that thing is terrifying. I think that thing can do a 24-point swing with one combo and one buff combo with like the proper setup, which he gets a lot, which is nuts to think about, that Astro can do a 24-point swing. That's terrifying, man. That's terrifying. So yeah, I hope everyone had fun at the Gold event. I hope everyone's get to watch the videos that Tetra streamed. I know he said that he had to leave before the top 4 cut for traffic, and it was a Sunday. I don't blame him. He had to go to work and whatnot the next day, Monday. So I don't really blame him for that. But yeah, hopefully you get to go check out his stream. He did have the top. I don't know when he stopped. I was seeing Captain Marvel. Shibes, hello. How are you doing today? Hello. Yeah, I saw Captain Marvel with my girlfriend yesterday. And by the way, I think it's a great movie. As a comic book lover, there were a few nitpicky things that I was like, dude, this is in the comics and this is in the movie, but it's a movie universe. It's a different universe. You can't nitpick it the entire time, otherwise you're not going to have fun. It's a movie. It's meant to have fun. My girlfriend, who doesn't know anything about comics other than what I tell her, thought it was an amazing movie. She's like, "Oh my god, this female superhero is so amazing." There was a point where she literally died laughing when she was fighting in space. And she just goes, "Woo!" and just body slams through a ship and destroys it. And she's like, "Oh my god!" Not much of a spoiler, but it's really funny to see that movie. I highly recommend going to see it. It's a great movie, great Marvel movie. I don't think it set up a whole lot of the universe. It just kind of was like, hey, this is where Captain Marvel started. This is where she's been this entire time. So it's kind of answered a few questions for us. And just kind of built her character into the universe. So it's a really good movie. I would highly recommend going to see it. If you can, go check it out. Anyway, what are we thinking about here? Monday. Did my whole weekend chat with you guys. Hope I didn't bother you or bug you. We're only not 10 minutes into this thing. We're already having fun. I am having fun, at least. Today, we're going to build a Straight Nature Beast deck. Straight Nature. We're sticking with the Beast family. As I said before, I've built Farapang. I had a really good Farapang deck right when I built it. Did a few tweaking here and there. I saw someone brought Farapang to the tournament, and I was like, ooh, got a little schoolgirl giggle in myself. I was like, yay, Farapang's showing up. Hooray! I think it even beat a Magrock in one match. It didn't take the whole round, but it beat him in the match, which was awesome. But yeah, just seeing that hero show up, I was like, yes, that's amazing. This can be a tournament worthy hero. But like I said, I have built a Farapang Beast deck, but it was not Straight Nature. It was not all three alignments of Nature, because Farapang can't wield items and it's Lunar, not Forest. But there are some really fun and strong Beast cards in the Forest alignment. So what I figured I'd do is I just go straight nature. Just build a straight nature deck, able to use Stampede in there as well, and just get some really strong beasts in nature and see what we can come up with. Just see what we can come up with. What do you guys say? Huh? Today? We'll go all natural in the beasts. That was your wife? Oh, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I saw you put on Facebook. She used like 95% of my build and tweaked it a little bit. So that's awesome that she was able to take the build that I did, modify it to her own liking, and take it into a tournament and do so well. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I hope she enjoyed the deck as much as I enjoyed building it. I think it's a really fun deck. It's really strong. Like I said, I don't know how competitive it is, so seeing someone take it to a tournament and seeing how well they did gives me a good idea of how competitive Farapang is. Because he's a really unique and dynamic hero, and it's just, oh, it's so good. It's so strong. So, with that being said, I think we're not going to pick the hero yet. We're going to just... We're just going to build a dirty beast deck. Oh man, that just feels good. Do I really want all those? I mean, like, they're all just like straight damage cards, right? Camouflage, I don't know if I will necessarily need. I kind of want to get Beast Within in there. I kind of want to get Beast Within. Maybe Spirit Walk, I don't know. I don't know, do we need both Ambush and Feral Rage if we're running the Territorial Dominance? Maybe we don't. Maybe adding a Spirit Walk could be fine. We'll see. We'll have to see what our deck will soon look like. Alright, first, let's just look at the beasts. Let's look at the beast cards we have. Actually, no, first of all, we're going to go ahead and not be dumb about this. And just put in 3 Reckless Spirits right away. Just right off the bat there. There's never a reason to not do that, because we're going to want buff removal. Now let's look at the beast cards. Corvin Conspiracy. Seems like a top-notch card, right? Stoneback Stockjaw to restart our buffs. That seems like a good one as well. Vicious Scalefang is an amazing beast card all in itself. Bloomback Draga. Maybe we'll add like 1 or 2 of these. We'll see how they work. The Zeefling Mob. I don't know if I want Zeefling Mob, in all honesty. Teriyaki Fish Gang with the host. Thank you very much. Thunderfin salute to you. I appreciate it. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 beast cards. Lumbering Behemoth. I'm wondering, like, do I run a Lumbering Behemoth? Is that a good buff? I cannot tell whether that's a good buff or not. Because, like, for the most part, I'm going to want my buffs to restart, right? Like, that's why I'm running Bloomback Draga and Spineback Stockjaw. So maybe I don't? Or maybe I do with, like, a Zeefling Mob and Lumbering Behemoth. Like, maybe just 1 or 2 of these things. We'll try 2. And we'll try the Zeefling Mobs, because those were fun in my Farapang deck, right? Those were a lot of fun in my Farapang deck. The thing, however, is Stampede also allows me to lay Insectoid cards. So I gotta keep that in mind, that I could just run, like, a few Insect cards as well. And those would be really good. Ashwood Nurturer, running 3 of those. Running 3 of them all the time. Beast Caller. Now, Beast Caller is the Embers. Hey, how we doing, man? How we doing? Glad to have you here. Always a pleasure. Beast Caller. Beast Caller. When a beast buff your enemy controls expires, draw a card. If it's your buff, you also move it to the bottom. That could be fun. I want to say maybe 2, and maybe actually, like, when they expire... Yeah, maybe these Lumbering Behemoths are actually really good. maybe the Lumbering Behemoths are actually really good. Canopy Creeper, I mean, yeah. Move my last discarded beast buff back into play. That is fun. Feral Spirit. I honestly actually don't think Feral Spirit's going to be any good. It's nice for like a large swing that does like 6, can be some other things. But I don't want him to really go under Feral Spirit. I want him to go to the graveyard so Canopy Creeper can help. Right? 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 Do I just run 2 Spectral Webs? Just because I'm going to have a board full of buffs? Or do I run Tree Sprouts? I mean, I know they're not beasts. Oh, is this ever a deck I run Wild Spirit? How many animal cards do I have in here? I can't tell because I don't have a beast or a hero. Let's just put a hero in here that seems like he could be fun. Right? Let's just put... Start the game with an initial card. That seems just decent to me. I have more soul than I do animal. Really? Now that's interesting. Is this ever an Arcmoss deck? Is it ever an Arcmoss deck? Just like, I have a lot of buffs. Superior and Soul is really nice, because it gives me the ability to, like, you know, Reckless Spirit into something else. I guess I really don't know which ones I will most likely want superiority in until I play it. But that's Soul, that's Soul. I feel like Soul is a good one to have superiority in almost all the time. But what this deck does not have is card draw. And that's just a really big bummer for an aggro deck, is to not have card draw. So I think with that being said, we add in probably like 2 Barkeeps, maybe 2 Informants. Okay, 1 Informant. Oh boy. Okay, what? Take out a Z-Fling. Add another Informant. Get some just dirty card draw in here. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Because we will almost always just want to flood the board and always be on the offensive, I think. The thing I gotta also remember is with Stampede, I get to lay up to 4 without sack restrictions, but they cannot be the same. So having a variety of beasts also is just really good. Beast or insect cards, I should say. Yeah, Beast Caller. Beast Caller I feel would be really good because it draws me cards, right? This is a really good card engine for beasts. So much so. Oh, it's unique. I was gonna say so much so. Mud Turtle. Hello, how are we doing today? Welcome to the show. How's your Monday? Like, so much so that I even might want to have 3 Beast Callers in here for card draw, right? I might want to have 3 beasts. Maybe I take out an Umbron and add in a Beast Caller. A 3rd Beast Caller. Because if you want something, almost always you should add 3 of it right in the beginning of the game. And this card, with how aggressive this deck is going to be, should be running like 3 of those. And if I don't need them, they can pay for Ambush. They can pay for Stampede, Territorial Dominance, all that fun jazz. I'm still surprised that like this beast deck is not very animal heavy. That's really surprising to me, actually. Like Beastmaster feels like a card that should be good in this. but it's only animal cards, it's not beast cards. So, like, Lumbering Behemoth wouldn't get increased. Spineback Stockjaw would not be increased, or Zeefling Mob wouldn't even be increased. It would just increase the Scale Fang and the Conspiracy. I guess it would increase my healing with these, but like it's only 2 of my buffs that would really get increased. So Beastmaster, like, I feel like they should rework Beastmaster to say Beast, to have a family specific beast to really hit that home, because then this card would be plugged in almost every beast deck. I can guarantee you it. And it could just be like 1/1/1. But that also like makes me think: should I see if I can get like a Citadel Musician in here? Is that ever good? Is Citadel Musician ever going to be good? I could also plug in some Den Mothers. They have attack abilities to deal 3/3/3, and I feel like the abilities would make this deck too slow almost. But just having it sit there and be like, hey, if you attack me, I can deal 7, feels like it could be fine. I don't know. Hungry Behemoth is also good for, like, I have almost no healing outside of Canopy Creeper, because this doesn't heal me, right? This just draws me a card and moves my stuff back to the bottom. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of healing in this deck. Yes, abilities make it slow. Ran into that problem when I tried making a Nature Beast deck. Yeah, I mean, unless you're getting major value out of using abilities, like with the Tentacles and all those other things, using abilities just is really slow, and it's more for like a control matchup, right? Unless you're drawing cards with abilities. A lot of the Animal Beast cards use abilities. Yeah, I mean, the Hungering Behemoth is really good. It's just a constant buff, or a constant board, that can deal like 5 damage. But using an ability for 3 damage, it feels weak unless you're getting other values out of it, right? Using an ability to draw a card is A-okay in my book. That tome is beautiful. So beautiful. But yeah, it's just outside of that, it's like, meh, kind of thing to me. Yeah, I've got like no damage prevention and almost no healing. I am straight aggro. I am just straight aggro. Which I guess we'll find out if that'll be okay as we roll into this. I guess we'll just see. We'll see how this does. Like I said, I have Ambush and Feral Rage in here and Territorial Dominance. So I have a lot of just heavy hitters. The Stampeding Tusker is the only one with abilities you would put in. Stampeding Tusker is really good. Every other turn, defend and do a 6. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I have a card that potentially could deal 14 if they defend, one that does 10, one that could do 14 if I have more buffs in play, which hopefully I will. Beast Within will most likely almost never get played. It's used for payments, for combo payments, because a lot of the times I will just be, you know, laying cards. But also Lumbering Behemoth, like if I just let my stuff expire, this thing will hit off. I almost want to say this deck should run like 3 of these. Lumbering Behemoths, I have never actually used, like, ever, as I have so many. I have 15 level 1s. But, like, in a deck that just has all of these beasts that can cycle out within 3 or 4 turns, laying this on a nice turn and just having a boom, like, rotate really quick, and then with Beast Caller, it just goes to the bottom of my deck and I can keep reusing it. That feels really strong to me. That just feels really strong. So we will see. Maybe, like, with Canopy Creeper, because with Bloomback Draga, Canopy Creeper almost becomes, or with Beast Caller, Canopy Creeper almost becomes dead. Right? So maybe actually having 3 Canopy Creepers is not that good. And I can add in another Zeefling Mob. What are we sitting here? Or do I want to add in another animal? Do I want to add in another animal here? Stampede moves in Insectoids too. That's true. I mean, I could run like Mantis Raiders. Mantis Raiders are really good attack cards, as we found out in like against a lot of control decks. I could just start putting in a few Mantis Raiders, or even like Feasting Skeetos. Symbiotic Gnarler could be another one. Like if, a lot of decks right now are using Tome, right? Are running the Tome. So maybe Symbiotic Gnarler is just a really good 7 damage. I don't know. I don't know. I really wish Wild Spirit was like just beast buffs. I really do. I really do. Yeah, we can add in... Yeah, I'm almost guessing that Canopy Creeper is gonna be fairly dead. With Beast Caller being so predominant. The Canopy Creeper, it'll help every once in a while, but like... With Beast Caller, it almost becomes non-existent, because I'll never have beast buffs on the top of my discard pile. Does Beast Caller have... Yeah, it has burn. I was gonna say, does that have burn? And it does. Do I just add in a Root Singer and call it good? I feel like one Mantis Raider. Two Mantis Raiders? Like, with Stampede, I feel like I should have a lot more variety in this deck, so that I'm never, like, I can only play 2 actions, right? Maybe, like, 1 Stampede, 1 Gnarler. Because that's the one where I just, like, dump my hand and attack them with a whole bunch of stuff. Ashwood Nurture is just really good to search for Beast card. That, like, in a Beast deck, that is such a good one. It's so good! I think we'll try this. We'll try this. A lot of the forest cards are the Beast Caller, which I really only want one on the board at a time. Bloomback Draga, one on the board at a time. Canopy Creeper, not really having a whole lot of options to use that. So those might actually just be fine. They'll help pay for the dominance and the ambush, make it a lot easier on me. Because I'll be dumping a lot of my animal cards on board. Animal and Soul is what I'll be dumping for the most part on board. There was one card you really like, stored beast cards and deals damage equal to the stored. No, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Feral Spirit. Feral Spirit, I do like it. I do. But when they expire, they will go under Feral Spirit, and what I really want is for, like, Beast Caller to just catch them. Because I'm not sure if, like, if Beast Caller is first, then Feral Spirit, how it works. If Beast Caller will make it go to the bottom before Feral Spirit can catch it. I'm not sure how that buff interaction works. I want to say it'll, like, Feral Spirit will catch it, because it's like it's on board as opposed to being moved back to your deck. So I'm not sure how that works. But Feral Spirit, like, I do enjoy Feral Spirit a lot. Feral Spirit is really nice. I might just, like, maybe run him over to Zeethling Mob. But again, this is an elemental, and, like, I want as many beasts in here as I can for Lumbering Behemoth. What do I have for beasts in here anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only have 12. Bummer. I thought I'd have more. I honestly thought I'd have more. So yeah, really, there's only 10 buffs that Lumber and Behemoth can utilize. So like this Beast Collar is going to be clutch to make sure they go right back under. Especially with Bloomback Draga. Like Bloomback Draga goes right to the bottom after I use its ability to restart my buffs. But then again, that feels like more of a mid-range thing, so maybe I do just add in those other ones. Maybe I don't need an Informant, and I can try running... We'll try one Feral Spirit. Maybe two if I can find another spot for it. Yeah. No, I mean, they do. In a sense, they do feel really clunky. I feel like they all have really nice foundation of what they're trying to do, but until Uprising comes out and they feel more fleshed out, they're like 50% done. Some of them maybe like 60 to 75. Like Undead feels really strong right now. Undead feels really fleshed out because it's not spread out between so many different alignments. It's all in one. Locations actually feel pretty strong to an extent. But beasts just feel like they're right in the middle ground, and they're spread out between 50% of the entire basis. More than that if you want to go into the unaligned, where they have beasts in there as well. But yeah, beasts just feel like they're the very generic, just damage family. They don't really have their niche. They're just like, hey, we're buffs, we're gonna hit you, and that's what we do. We're beasts. So until they get their own persona, they do just feel kind of really clunky. But yeah, how many beasts or insectoid different cards do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 different beast cards. Seven, 8. 8 different beast or insectoid cards, and Stampede allows me to like 4 of them. So really, like the Gnarler and the Raider are almost like my finishing cards. Or I save them for when I can lay Stampede and have just a really, really powerful turn. Because Feral Spirit... Yeah, Feral Spirit makes it almost like I want to lay like Beast attack cards so I can put more under there as opposed to waiting for my buffs to rotate out. But we will see. We will definitely see how this goes. Kind of feels bad. Like, I want... Like, I want more, I guess the animal buffs that I have are to use. Yeah, they just don't feel strong. They just don't feel strong. This removes a buff and not, expires it, so this would not help with Hibernating Agama. Hibernating Agama is also one that I would really like to see do something, right? I like just to see it be decent. Will be fun. Will be fun. Green Beasts. We'll try this. We'll see how this deck does. What did I name it? Oh, with Arkmoss. Oh. Agreed. You hate the cards right now? No, Mud Turtle, no. You don't hate those cards. Hibernating Agama. It feels like it could be good. I'll show you it real quick. It feels like Hibernating Agama could be good. If I can find him. See, like, I have 8 of them and I have not used a single one. He could be good. I just don't know in what deck he could be in. Because, like, this is one of those where you want to be able to, like, lay buffs. Because it's to the right of this card, it's not to the left. So, like, you have to lay a fresh buff. And then it eats that buff and restarts it, right? So, like, in this one, I feel like you have to be able to lay a buff. Fresh Jin, hey, how we doing? I feel like to use him, you have to, like, lay a buff. That you're going to want to lay, like... Because, like, when it goes, then the next turn, you're you're going to want to lay a lot of 3-corner buffs, or have a few 4 corners that you're just okay with him eating every once in a while. And in doing so, your opponent can just, like, you know, remove a buff, and then you have to lay a fresh buff next to Hibernating Agama if you want it to restart. So it's a very niche one, because it removes it at the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, you deal damage and it removes it. It's not the beginning or anything like that. So, like, you have a chance to save it. Fresh. Well, thanks for popping in, man. Thank you for popping in. I hope you enjoy your night. I hope you can pop in a few more seconds later on. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know. I feel like Hibernating Agama, that's definitely a card that I want to add to my list. Laser Kitty, how we doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. We're just building a Nature Beast deck. We're gonna have some fun. No, exactly. Like I would love to see like more synergy with Hibernating Agama really being used. I also want to try and build a strong deck. Oh god, where is it now? Where are you? Around the giantest bumblebee you ever will see. Am I clicked on something where I can't find it? Where is the giant bumblebee? Guys, what's going on here? Where's the giant bee? Did I lose it? It's an Insectoid card, right? It's a giant bee. There we go. The Royal Bumbler. Ooh. Mud Turtle, as soon as Lightseekers gets a draft or Motor Arena, I am down like the crown. I don't know. That was bad. I'm in. You've been playing Warhammer? It's a really unique and fun game. It really is. My heart still lies in Lightseekers, though. But I will be playing both. I will be delving into both PlayFusion games because they've come out with some amazing games lately. Laser Kitty, go back to Dread. I preferring a Grimace deck. Grimace is fun, and it's only getting better with the new cards. It's only going to get better, Laser Kitty. But no, I would love to try and... Maybe those... I'll add those to my list, actually, right now. I'll add those to my list. The Hibernating Agama and Royal Bumbler. See if I can make decks out of them. To see if there's a way to use those cards well and frequently in a deck. Those will be cards just like with the Crystal Warper that I tried to build. Or that I did build. That was actually a really good deck. I don't know what I was saying. Tried to. I built that True Stone deck and I showed people what's what. I took Storm by the cojones and ruined their Thunder Slugs. Such a good card. Woo, a lot more value out of that than I thought I would get. But yeah, Royal Bumbler. This card, I mean, you rotate it when you defend, so you're going to want probably the Tome. Right? You're going to want the Tome. Bova, welcome. Welcome. But yeah, like with this, you're going to want the Tome, right? But then it's an attack ability to restart it. So it's one of those, like, man, you really got to put this in the right deck. Maybe, like, building a Royal Bumbler into an ability deck that runs with Dread could be a lot of fun. Use defend abilities. Bova, in case no one here knew, Bulbasaur is our most recent gold tier champion. In Ohio, right? It was Ohio where you won that thing? You took home the gold? Alright guys, as said, we're playing ranked because we're going to find out how this deck does, mostly against Magrock. We're building Arcmoss, because I believe that Soul is the one we want priority in, and Arcmoss just has a pretty decent ability. And I have a lot of buffs in this deck, so we'll find out. Pedro X. Cleveland-ish. What's in Ohio? Cleveland is a town, and Ohio is a state. I was right. Okay. Hello, how are you? Put that out there. Yeah, we'll just end our turn. We'll draw. Oh, Ashwood Nurturer gets us another beast card. Awesome! See, Bubba, I knew. I knew. Mud Turtle, I almost wish I was there when you started contemplating, like, Lightseeker's Gold event. Big reptile show. Oh, 40-minute drive to 6 hours. Okay, that's pretty fair. Ashwood Nurturer. I have no damage prevention whatsoever. I wouldn't even be able to lay that. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh, no, no, no. Okay. Oh, that was probably a really bad one to do, because if he lays another buff, that becomes dormant. Oh, whoops, my bad. But hopefully with Storm Shaman, maybe his only other buffs are Thunder Slugs. A man can dream. A man can dream. Look at you guys being so spoiled. Having all these tournaments in your own backyard. I was right. There's that Thunder Slug. Well, I can't really remove that. That's good to know. I'm gonna get blown out here, aren't I? Woo, boy. Well, that was bad. Bad turn for me. Okay, so maybe I do want animal superiority in this. So I can Ashwood Nurturer for a beast buff. Then again, it would have got removed anyway. Kind of feels bad. Just a little bit. Umbron Marauder. Feels bad. Feels real bad, man. Woo! Okay. Okay, we took some pain. Took quite a bit of pain there. That's a bummer. It's a real big bummer. I think Scale Fang into pass drop. Sounds good. Sounds good. Beast Caller, finally. Oh, you know what? This is a beast. That would have been really funny to lay. Could have drawn a card. Well, I mean, Mud Turtle was there, so there was a turtle, right? There was a turtle. You can't tell me there's not a turtle if Mud Turtle was there. Oh, darn it. Guys, I'm torn. If I lay this, I do get 14 damage on him. But I only have a Spineback Stockjaw in my hand. Ah! Maybe I still... Oh, God, he's got 5 cards in hand. I don't think I can warrant it. I don't think I can warrant it. Lurker 300, how we doing? Good to have you here. Always a pleasure. Actually, maybe I lay the balloon back. I'm definitely laying a Beast Caller. No? Maybe I lay the balloon back? Pulled a foil Arcmoss this weekend? Awesome, Bova. Did you get it from one of your boxes? You got one from... Dude, that's awesome. Arcmoss is a very unique hero in my own opinion. Arcmoss is a really unique hero. I just threw Arcmoss in here because I was like, it's a decent hero and has soul superiority. Maybe that's what I wanted. Turns out it's not. Turns out it is not. That's also a bummer. Where is my buff removal? Oh, from a Rift Pack? Nice. Very nice. But guess what, guys? Bubblefish is a beast. I kind of want to restart this. Mind you, it's not going to do anything, but I don't want it to rotate out yet. I want to be able to get a nice Beast Caller turn when this is about to rotate out and just really mess with him. Just really mess with him. Corvid Conspiracy feels bad. Feels bad, man. Arcmoss is strong and underappreciated. I think it is. I think a lot of people right now are playing the Mythic Heroes, and they're going... I mean, a lot of people are playing Astral. Astral's just really strong. I know TPK Gaming in the very first Gold Tier tournament got second with a nice Arcmoss deck that he built. It was very reminiscent of the old Trianu and, you know, Abyss Tentacles, that kind of deck. Lurker, I'm not actually sure if I have seen your deck list on it. I'm not exactly sure. I know your deck you got second place, right? With your Arcmoss deck? That's awesome, man. But yeah, no, I'm not entirely sure if I have, You took second, awesome. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if I've seen your deck list. I heard it did, like I said, you got second place, that's really good. You beat out several Magrocks, I think there was like 3 at that tournament. So yeah, I would love to see that deck sometime. That sounds like a really fun deck. I think actually what I want to do is I want to pass, wait next turn, then Corvid Conspiracy, and Beast Caller. Because that'll rotate out, You want 1 and 2 versus Magrock? Ooh, Beast Within to pay for all that stuff. Really good. And you beat Selene. That's an accomplishment all in itself, dude. Selene is so strong. I mean, like I said, Astral right now is just ridiculously strong as it is. It's got everything when it comes to Stormforged Warrior and Blinding Beetle. It's got so much, like, card and hand control and board control, along with probably some of the best damage the game has to offer right now. Okay, so Beast Caller. Ooh, okay. And a Corvid Conspiracy. So that'll rotate out as a beast. I'll draw a card, because this is awesome like that. I figured if you can stop the card draw, you can beat Selene. Arcmoss gave me that. That's very true, man. That's very true. If you can stop Selene from doing her ability, that slows her down tremendously. And it also avoids her from putting the cards she wants in her discard pile to, you know, pull off a lot of the really good synergy combos that like Fatal Zeph Selene deck did. It really utilized the discard effect to its advantage, and being able to not discard cards, I'm sure, made that really hard too. And then Crushing Charger. Oh, you're a terrible person, Lurker. I know Crushing Charger is a really good card, and with all the control meta out right now, Crushing Charger is like climbing the ranks in the tech cards. I think like a lot of people are either teching in Crushing Charger or they're teching in the Oppressor, just because of. Is he going for lethal right now? Like next turn, am I gonna die? Am I just dead? Am I just like Spark Whisper dead type of deal? I could just be dead, aren't I? I'm probably just dead. Oh boy. Well, I can deal 14. And then I'm just dead. Man, that's bad. I can put him at 4. And then I'm just dead. Yeah. His blowout turns both Storm Shamans. I didn't draw a single buff removal either. That really felt bad. That really felt bad to me. Maybe for some reason he doesn't have any damage in hand. No Dust Fiend, no Dust King, no Spark Wisp, no Heroic Starfish. No... Oh my... Okay, unless he's just memeing me right now. No damage? No damage? Maybe you just don't have it. Maybe... Oh my word! Guys, we're the greatest players in the whole world. Have I told you that? We are. We really are. Because now we can Feral Rage him and we win. Oh! How? How? He bluffed me with that Storm Shaman. He bluffed me. He bluffed me real good. Woo! Okay. Okay. Promotion series. Oh god, we're in a promotion series with this deck? We are not gonna go to gold, I'll tell you that right now. Woo boy. I'm almost wondering if what he did is he laid that combo thinking that he was gonna draw an item, but because of Arcmoss, he didn't get the item. Like, I'm like 50% positive that's what he did. Think he'd want an item for the turn after to do something with. But because I had more buffs out, Arcmoss shut that down and he didn't get to draw an item. That's the only reason he would have comboed there, right? Because, like, he needed attack cards. Now, with that being said, do I really keep Arcmoss in this deck with how much I wanted Double Beast with Ashwood Nurturer into something? Rocket Star, you say wow like you didn't see my victory coming. I knew it was happening. I'm the greatest meme streamer of all time. Ooh, 10 shards. Don't mind if I do. I am the greatest memer in the world. Do I take Cecilia for healing? Because I don't have any healing in this deck, right? Like, there is no healing in this deck. Cecilia is who you ran with? It's a good one. What do we have here? Oh, is this your deck list? Don't mind if I open this up and take a quick gander. That's pretty legit. Very nice. I think I'll have to take a look at this at the second half of my stream. The second portion of my stream, I'm going to take a look at this deck. Because I am a big fan of Arcmoss. I think she's a very unique hero. That, like you said, is very underrated. Not a lot of people play her. And it's just really good. It's just really good. I don't want Sharpclaw. I really don't. Maybe I do just run Cecilia. Because Hivebark, I don't have Insect cards, so I don't really want to run Hivebark. Green Sprout, like, yeah, I'll have another card in my hand, but I didn't feel like I had trouble drawing cards, right? Maybe just Cecilia to help me heal at times. Could be fine. Could be fine. Z-Fling Mob, I know it's weak. I know it's weak. But if I can get a decent board of buffs, I'll take it. I'll take it. The only thing is, like, I know, Beastcaller, Bloomback Draga is a pretty consistent buff, or a constant buff. I do just want beast buffs that can spin out. Big Briz with another 50 bits. Look at you. Thank you, sir. Can we get a Thunderfin salute chat for Brig Biz with the 50 bit cheer? Thank you, man. Also, if not timed well, you also screw yourself. Cecilia can work with Mud Turtle. You are actually right, yeah. Cecilia can work with Canopy Creeper. No, look, you're absolutely right. Z-Fling Bob, I ran it in my Farapang deck just because I wanted a lot of beast buffs in there. And Farapang could flood the board. Farapang could flood the board where I was always getting good Z-Fling mobs. But, like, outside of that, there is not a whole lot of beast buffs that I'd want to run. Like, there's Den Mother. There's Den Mother, and that requires an attack to do. Secret Lifesaver, welcome! Welcome! Okay, it's just lurking in the back there, aren't you? And, like, outside of Z-Fling Mob, I got Stampeding Tusker. But I want my beast buffs to rotate out, not really restart, so I can run with Hungering Behemoth, or Lumbering Behemoth. So, I mean, I'm actually fine with it. If it doesn't do anything, it'll at least rotate out so Lumbering Behemoth can still get something. So, running 2, I don't feel too bad about. Because mostly, like I said, I just want beast buffs. So, Beastcaller can get the best value out of it. And Lumbering Behemoth can get really good value out of it. That's really what I want, is just beast buffs. And right now, if I'm just taking straight green, it's one of the few ones that I can have in here that'll rotate out fairly quickly over 3 turns as opposed to 4. Or just the ones that don't restart or sit there forever. So, if it doesn't do damage, meh. That's fine. At the least what it'll do... Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, if I tried to make this... This is more of a mid-range aggro. If I was going more control, definitely Tusker's in here all the way. I definitely more Hungering Behemoths in here all the way. Like, I could build a lot better control beast. with Arcmoss. Arcmoss could probably be a really good one. But yeah, I want to try and make Lumbering Behemoth and all this stuff. Just have these beast buffs cycle out. So. Mud Turtle says 6 total rock. Look at that thing. Woo! Got a lot of Thunderfin salutes in chat. That means you put the buff into play for 4 healing. Yeah. No, yeah, you are absolutely right. Do we have any idea when Uprising is actually out? There doesn't seem to be any LS updates on their site since April or February 20th. Update mentioning that it was delayed. They have not actually put out a confirmed solid date yet. Right now, they're still trying to do. I'm sure it's with what was it? Their shipping issues, their distribution issues is what they were having. But because they're changing all their social media art to the Uprising art, they're finally revealing cards. I do have a strong feeling that it is going to be sooner than later. But right now, like I said, because they haven't officially put everything in concrete and stone. We don't know if they're having a distribution issues or whatnot. They have not officially given a solid date. But as Cowboy Hat Valor said, because they're switching their social medias over, they're putting out card reveals, they're doing all this stuff to really ramp up the hype train. It is on the way out. It is no longer in the at the station delayed permanently stages. It's finally getting to the point where they're ready to start getting that train in motion for the push to get it out. So I do know that. Brig Briz. I keep wanting to say Brig Briz. Is there an R? It is Brig Briz. Your name is in the most dark blue. It almost blends in with my night mode. So honestly I thought it was Brig Biz, but no, it's Brig Briz. It's Brig Briz with 2 R's. Look at that. We're learning things today, aren't we, guys? We're learning names. Okay, so we found out all these cards are really good. Ambush, Feral Rage, Territorial Dominance, all just really good effective combos, right? Just all solid, straight attack combos. Stampede we put in here because Stampede is good for laying our beast cards and drawing 2 cards. Do we ever run just anything else? Do we ever just put in a Spirit Walk over Stampede? Well, no, Spirit Walk I feel is a card for a more late game. If I were to run the Tuskers and all that stuff, I feel like that's where Spirit Walk would come in. This with the Beast Caller to recycle all my cards, I don't think Spirit Walk is almost necessary in this. Do I put in Violent? I feel like I just. I don't know. Maybe I put in a Nature's Fury, actually, over Stampede. Just Nature's Fury. Another just direct damaging card. All my combos are just direct damage, direct damage, direct damage, direct damage. Maybe that's all my combos need to do, is just direct damage. It feels weird, but maybe that's the right answer. And then Beast Within just helps pay for everything. Because like I said, my action cards are really what I pay for. Say it 5 times fast. Yeah, I got stomped during Cowboy Hat Valor's tournament, so I want to actually dive in and finally try and understand ranked ladder for Lightseekers. Don't want to put too much time into that until Uprising is actually out, though. Dude, no problem, Brig Briz. Here's what you do. Just to learn the funds and the ins and outs. Watch me and every other streamer out there. Watch me and every other streamer out there that plays Lightseekers. Enjoy the content. Learn the card interactions that we're just trying to have fun with. Yeah, because I am a memer, a streamer, a full-time dreamer. I will play the fun out of anything that I can. Hopefully never the same deck twice. But yeah, I think we'll also change out Arcmoss. As I said, Arcmoss for Casselia. I think with Casselia and the Canopy Creeper, that's 6 healing for putting a beast buff into play. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. Yeah, I think we're good. I can also discard a card and then Umbreon Barkeep if it comes to that situation too, so not bad. Not bad. We'll try this. We will try this. See what we get. Lightseeker or Lifesaver, if we watch you whip, we better also be able to watch you nay. Just saying. You can't do one and not the other. I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed. To watch you whip, and then watch you nay. Rocket Star, did I essentially explain Mud Turtle's answer to you and you just caught on? That's awesome. Oh, Bova does the nay. I think when you guys put up your Superior Seekers YouTube video, when you put up the video, that should be the very first, like, your intro is just you, like, watch me whip, and then it pans over, and Bova's just, and watch me nay, and then it just, like, zooms out, and it's just both of you whipping and nay. I would love that as the Superior Seekers just intro to all YouTube videos. Just like a quick, like, 10-second or 7-second, just like you whipping and nay. I would watch that intro forever. Oh, it's like you clipping my clips. It's just content creation. So good. See, Bova and Lifesaver, you guys can pull in a crowd. You're already getting a guy who's willing to drive 6 hours to see that. And then once your kids are old enough, you can pan out even further and have all your kids in front whipping and nay-naying too. That's just... If you guys don't hit 1 million views in the first week with that, we gotta talk marketing. I also went to Subway. Got myself a Dr. Pepper. Ooh, Dr. Pepper. Where's everyone on ranked? Huh? Where's everyone on ranked mode right now? So I'm trying to think, if we did want to be more of a Control-y Beasts deck, I'd almost, like, in all honesty, I'd probably want to build a Beast deck that runs either Crystal or Wind, so I could use is it Ashwood Nurturer? The one that searches for a Beast card, so I could search for buff removal. I think that's, like, really clutch. To be able to search for buff removal. And then also my board would be really strong, because I'll have, like, Stampeding Tuskers, and all this other things on there as well. I think that could be a really fun Control Beast archetype if I splashed in another color. Like, all green sounds like aggro. Adding in one more color immediately makes me want to go Control. Immediately makes me just want to go Control. What do we got here, gas heating? Hopefully there's no leak. Crystal Core. Interesting. Tantosian Toddlers is going to be recorded tomorrow, Wednesday. Maybe I'll get her to say nay. Dude, I am so in. I am in. And then I'll heal 2, draw a card. Or draw 2 cards, I mean. Well, wow, okay. Look at what we have here. I now can immediately do 14 damage to him. Is this also just like mill? Is this just like mill? That's all the ancients that I'm ever seeing is mill, especially if they're on Crystal Core. Oh my word, it is, isn't it? Also, with this buff removal along with Crystal Leeches, this could be a really bad showing for me. Could just be really bad. But I do feel like doing 14 damage on turn 2 is a pretty strong power move. Only for 1 card as well. Feels good. Feels good. Mind you, I won't be able to Bloomback Dragon and restart this buff, so that feels bad. That feels bad. But it is full Zeefling Mob, and I will have more buffs than them. That feels good. This is mill, isn't it? Sad. If I only had Arcmoss. Womp womp. Oh man, once again, if Arcmoss would have saved the day. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Well, let's see how I do with damage. Mill in full, yeah. See, I'm not actually afraid of that buff. I am not afraid of that buff. because I don't think he really has enough damage to kill me. So I don't need to remove this buff. Buffs I'll need to remove are like... Put that out, then we'll draw a card. I'll have more buffs than him too, so that's really cool. Ashward Nurture is really good. Okay. I think I actually want to bloom back Draga the Z-Fling. With me just having more buffs out than him, it just feels like the right move. And I think just passing. Next turn I can Ashward Nurture for another buff and put it out. Oh, the Canopy Creeper. Nice! Check me put in that Vicious Scalefang again. For real. Well, I guess I'm getting a Bloom back Draga unless he removes something else. Yeah, I'll get that Draga. Oh no, I'll get the Scalefang now, still. Moment that walk hits, they concede. No, yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's at 8. Can you believe it? He's at 8. Mind you, he does have the Crystal Core, but I was able to get him down to 8. That is so strong. And I think passing right now is good. I can Ashward Nurturer for a beast, depending on what I want. He does have Crystal Core, so like me getting that micro damaging in is really good. Okay. Yeah, because I'll be able to lay this turn. Next turn, depending on what he does, I'll put him at 1. I'll pop him. Spineback can restart this. Or Spineback will just kill him, actually. So we'll see. Like, he's got to heal. He's got to do something. There it is. There's some big healing. That's fine. Droplet. Okay. Now he's got buff removal. Another crit. Are you serious? Wow, and of course he's got these saved up in case I do another buff. I had him. It was so close, and then he drew the second stupid leech. Well, okay, I got another Canopy Creeper and a Corvid. I'll just try and flood the board again, I guess. We'll see which one he wants to remove. He's also just sitting in a really nice spot. I could Nature's Fury him. I could just Nature's Fury him as well. But he's got more healing, right? I need to try and do something here. I did put in Reckless Spirits, right? Like, I'm not just some idiot who doesn't put buff removal in this deck, right? Because I have yet to draw a single one in these games. There's a Bubblefish. There's a Bubblefish. I have 3. Okay, I thought I had 3. I thought I had 3. But this just feels bad that he was able to Bubblefish right now. Just feels bad. Alright, cool, cool. So I do have it. Also, this is the game where I would love to have Soul Supremacy. But I don't have it anymore. I don't have it anymore! It is very tragic. You don't even know, okay? Because, like, the moment I Reckless Spirit this, he just removes this buff, and then I don't have anything to restart the buffs. So just, it feels bad. I think I stock draw this. I'm just have to. Just to keep a buff on board. Just keep applying some pressure. Like, it just feels bad right now. Because he's gonna block all this. It feels really bad. Okay, it just feels bad. So we're gonna restart this thing. Making probably waste a buff removal on it. Can almost guarantee it. Can almost guarantee it. See, laying Beast Caller right there would have been perfect. Bubblefish expires, it's a beast. But I can never draw Beast Caller when I want it to. A third crystal? Are you serious? You've drawn all of them already? Are you for real right now? Dude. How? Okay, how? How now, Brown Cow? And I have Nature Sphere for 8 damage, but it's got so many more healing cards, right? I just don't think I can, because he'll just, like, Heroic Starfish and all this stuff back up to full. It feels bad, man. He can also just Crystal Maze me again after the combo. Oh, sure, now I want you to defend. Doesn't go there. Doesn't go there. Come on. Dude, what's going on here? Huh? I want you to defend right now. I want that defend there. That'd be really cool. Be super cool of you. How does he have just so much buff removal? This is where you need to buy a new phone? Bubblefish. For real. Like, I don't even think I need a Reckless Spirit that. I think I just draw. It feels really bad. Okay, there's some buffs. Like, he's just got so much buff removal right now. Watch the Jester. I got one card. If anything, I can ditch a Behemoth. It's not going to matter that much. And if I lay the Beast Caller, I don't have any forest for anything else. I have almost no Beast cards. They're just all in the discard pile because he's removed them. Oh my god. He's not even trying to mill me, okay? He's done one mill thing. All he is stall. And everyone knows how I feel about stall. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. Okay, I'm avoiding the Jester. I don't care for stall. I really don't. He's just got so much. Oh, it feels so bad. I mean, if all they do is heal and defend, like I said, my opponent really isn't even being proactive. All he's doing is just healing up and defending, and he's not really doing anything to me. But the fact that, like, my stuff, because he has so much healing, is doing nothing. It feels bad, man. It makes me feel like a sad panda. I honestly feel like doing this. Oh, then I won't have any forest for ambush unless I draw one. I could draw one. But he's most likely going to Crystal Maze me, which will be a defend card, which is what I want with ambush. I, like, want that to be a defend card. No, yeah, in Magic the Gathering, it's oh, I did draw forest. Sweet. It's completely different. Like, mill in MTG is actually proactive mill, because you have such a large deck size. And Delivery Crab, healing. True, I mean, he does have core, but like I said, the Crystal Maze would have healed him for 4, putting him at 17, which means... For real, dude. For real right now. Like, I don't even want to lay any buffs, because he's just gonna... Yeah, mill in MTG is A-okay by me. Mill in MTG is amazingly fun. But yeah, I don't want to run any buffs. This is so sad. And he will not even remove that one. And I don't want to waste an animal card. Because I'll need the animal for ambush, depending on like what he gets rid of. I really don't think the answer is more mill. Because in a deck where you have like literally half the size of an MTG deck, you don't want mill to be so strong, especially with how the empty deck check works. It's definitely you need a good balance between how to run mill with your recursion and all that stuff like that. But what they really need to do is they need to work. No, he's used all of his leeches. It's his ability. It's his ability that I'm like, he could literally remove 2 buffs right now. Almost 3 if he wants to. Just from his ability. So, like, me laying a buff is just putting buffs down. And doing nothing with them, because he'll just remove them. And if he's smart, he'll put, like, a bubble fish on top instead of a defend card for ambush to do nothing. Feels bad. But maybe he's not. Okay, he's removing it. Cool. No, I haven't either. Like, Greedy Gem, I haven't seen a Greedy Gemruff. I've seen 1 Crystal Maze, which is why I'm like, he's just stall. There's no way he's, like, mill. Oh my god, he had to put a defend on top. He put a defend on top. Look at that. Everyone look at that. He put a defend on top. Wait. Why is this not glowing? Oh, it's an attack! Oh, guys, I fell for the trap. I fell for the trap. I can't use that. Feels bad. You consider these mill? I consider them stall. I mean, right now, he's not showing me outside of Crystal Maze that he's mill. I wouldn't say Selene. Well, okay, Lurker. My definition of stall is literally to make sure all of your resources pretty much go to waste, so that I win through you decking out and not being able to kill me. That's my definition of stall. Selene has a lockout where they get to a certain point in the game where they lock you out and they do proactively kill you where they get to a certain point in the game. There's mill where it, like, instead of just killing your health points, it retroactively mills you several times a game. Do I just Feral Rage here? No, because then I can't ambush. Well, Feral Rage is still 10. Oh, that's so sad. Yes. Maybe I'll draw another beast. So like that's my difference between all those. Stalling for a win con, I wouldn't, like I said, really consider stall. Like I said, my definition of stall is literally you do everything that your deck needs to do. Yeah, no, I mean that's really all that it is here. Is we have different descriptions of what stall is. What I'm referring to as stall is all he does is heal and defend, and he wins by you decking out and you running out of resources, not being able to kill him. Right? You're just unable to kill him. That's it. Oh, that's a bummer. I actually needed that animal card. The Selene stall that you're talking about, where he gets to his win condition, it is just a control where he gets to his win condition. There's several decks like OTK that feel like stall, but then they get to their win condition and they're considered an OTK deck because they actually kill you. They do something to kill you, as opposed to just waiting it out for an OTK for just your and your deck check type of thing. So this would deal. What would this deal? 12 minus 2 is 10, so it'll literally just pop his core. That's kind of a bummer. But all it would do is pop his core. For realsies? Yeah. All it would have done is pop his core. That's so sad. And now, mind you, he can remove one buff. When this rotates out, he'll be able to remove the other one. That's a bummer that Ambush, like, I almost want him to heal right now, so that Ambush could... Right now it deals... Guard Snail, for real. Also, I've only drawn one Reckless Spirit. Only one. Most likely going to remove this one. Or he'll just remove this one and I can't restart it. Could be exactly what he does. Put an attack on top again. Oh, this guy just knows what to do. Feels bad, man. I think laying this... He's got to like lay water. He's got to lay water cards if he wants to remove it. I'll still put this under my deck and draw a card. Okay, now I can Beast Within and ambush him for that. Not worry too much about it. But seriously, like, where have all my buff removal been? Every single time I play this, I've drawn one buff removal in 3 games. One buff removal in 3 games. You guys know that? That's sad. That's horrifying to think about. Goes to the bottom of my deck. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So... I'm still gonna draw another card with this, right? Maybe it's fine. I gotta get buff removal for this thing. I gotta get it. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot let him sit there and heal for another 9. That Mantic's Raider could come in handy. That Mantic's Raider could come in handy. He's probably got a lot of defend cards. Probably a lot of defend cards. I don't think I'll need you. It feels... Actually, maybe I will. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad to think about. No, maybe I don't. It's just one card. Just one. He's probably running more Gestures. I understand that. Probably why I wanted to try and use it now and to get at least one card before I did something to him. But if he's just able to kill these, I will not be able to get that really fun Lumbering Behemoth game going on that I would love to do. But we'll see. We'll see here what we have. There's a Gemruff. Feels bad, feels bad, feels bad. Oh, that feels really bad. Dr. Attilis, how we doing? Family Fun Day, you know it. We got ourselves some beasts. Okay, he's milled by other Reckless Spirit. Feels really bad. So we're gonna kill this before he gets that healing. Do not want him to get that healing. I think we call defend with this. No. Think of this. Well, he'll probably just remove it. I understand that. But I want to be able to try and get, like, an ambush to pop his core. Yeah, he has a core equipped. Okay, is he going to use his ability? Or not? Please just forget you have it. For some reason, forget you have an ability. Nope. Never lucky, guys. Never lucky. Ellis needs to fix that to be able to items. Okay. Well, now I think I just draw. See what I have left. That's a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer. A buff that literally will not almost do me any damage. And a Feral Spirit. And I can't kill this thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I need to lay Beast Within and then draw Ambush. That's what it needs to happen. Or, wait a second. Oh, no. Oh, God, I messed up. Because he's going to... He's going to heal for the 9 before that even goes off. I messed up. I really did. Because, yeah, he's going to heal for the 9 before this even goes off and hits him for 6. Yeah, I needed to lay Beast Within and then draw it. I was right the first time. I was thinking to myself, you know what? I have damage, I'm fine. Turns out I was wrong in every sense of the word. Because now he's going to go up to 11. That's only going to deal 6. This, it just feels bad. It feels really bad. Knowing that I won't be able to... Stupid guard snails. Okay, I mean... Oh, bummer. Major bummer. Major bummer. Yeah, I mean, there should be a way to see, like, even if you hold it down, to see what equipped item he has. That would be really good. He just laid a defend card, right? Oh, no! Come on! Are you for real? Yeah, ambush now. Wait. Why did... When it expires! Oh, okay. So I'll be able to pop his core this turn, and then he'll most likely just put it back in play. Question is, do I... Like, Beast Within isn't going to help either. Yeah, I got it. Oh, this feels bad. Like, yeah, now his core is going to pop. And then by the time I get to do anything else, he'll heal for another 9. Just feels bad. Just feels bad. Yeah, I mean, I lost. And the thing is, that's a stall. Because he did nothing to proactively kill me. He did nothing to proactively... All he did was heal and out-resource me. That's what my definition of stall is. And I don't think that's a healthy style. I mean, it's very playable. It's very good. But in this type of game where you have a small deck list, your buffs don't stay on board. They all rotate out. Unlike when you have, like, say, Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, where you have minions that are consistently on board, constant threats. All you have to do is time it right so your buffs get blocked behind like a bubblefish, and then you're fine. You have that much buff removal. It's a control game that out-resources you. That's what a stall deck is. And that, I mean, it's like I said, it's a very good, it's a viable play style in almost any card game you play. But in this game, because of just the mechanics of how the buffs work and how combos with repayments work like that, stall really only loses to a deck where you have nothing but constant buffs on board, so you can't just wait for them to rotate out and have them be a limited resource. They're almost invaluable. That's where that comes from. That's just my 2 cents. I know several people have different opinions on it, but playing against stall, it just feels bad when you've literally played your entire deck and all they did was heal, and they didn't do anything to you that felt like they were a threat. Play 20 attack. Or we can reroll that, see what we get. Deal 100 damage. Meh. Could be meh. So... Once again, we wanted so like, do I just run General Fernblade? I mean, that was a really bad style to say that Cassilia was bad because I didn't need the healing at all in that matchup. In that matchup, running Arcmoss would have been better to stop that ability. Just would have been. But yeah, I mean, the ancient stall is still really strong. I built an ancient mill that does proactively mill you. Like, I put in the necro ones. Like, I splashed Dread in here. I put in... Where are you? I know you're Dread. The Necrophants. So I could then pull back Greedy Gemruffs and, like, proactively just mill you. As opposed to, like, you know, out-resource you. I would target your deck as a health. I also built that really cool Thunderfin mill deck that actually does mill. I think we'll try Cassilia one more time. We'll try it one more time. There were also so many games there where I almost had him through just buff damage, but 3 Crystal Leeches, and then I couldn't draw a single Reckless Spirit to save my life. That felt so bad. That felt so bad. So bad! Loliet the Third. Actually, I think Loliet's streaming right now, if I'm not mistaken. Loliet is streaming right now. I did see him post that he was going to be streaming. Ooh. Alright, do we search for a beast or do we draw 2 cards? Search for a beast or draw 2 cards? I want to say searching for a beast could just be really good. We do have double animal superiority for this reason alone. Magrock, I'm not sure how this deck does against Magrock. I know Magrock stops a lot of offense through attack cards, and we're very buff damaging. Mountain Fort is also a really good way to stop us. Just a really good way to do that. And the, what's the one that if, prevent 2, like if you have less health than your opponent? Do I Reckless Spirit that? I think I have to. I think I have to. Because I can't let him be pushed into the middle late game in this matchup. I need to be able to take some advantage of the fact that I have a lot of aggression when he needs to set up a good board to do his. So I feel like that one's a decent one to Reckless Spirit. Okay. You got a core or a hammer or a tome. Get that tome out. Which means now he has Forest, which means our Vicious Scalefang, or not Vicious Scalefang, our Scavenging Gnarler gets to deal 7 damage. That's pretty cool. You drew 2 cards. I'm very proud of you. I think what I need is this bad boy. Wranglathor, how we doing? You haven't missed a whole lot. We did a good half hour of chatting at the beginning, then we built a Nature Beast deck. We're still playing it. So, you know, things are happening. Things are doing its own thing. He might just draw 2 here for an ability. Maybe put down a Tentacle. Like I said, this deck has no damage prevention. It's only healing. This is an attack card, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I'll take 1. Prevent the 1 damage. Not too concerned. Next turn I can lay Beast Caller. A Beast Buff will be rotating out. I'll get my card draw going. Hopefully he doesn't have a Shadow Puppet. I don't know. We'll see. He's been drawing quite a few cards, so he might. I'm also just in a really bad way where I need card draw right now. My board state is pretty much the only thing keeping me alive, and if he Shadow Puppets, I'm just done. You want to build a multicolor location deck. That could be fun. I know our good man Cowboy Hat Valor ran a Mountain and Tech location deck. Did really well with that. If you want to discuss with him. So I'll do that. I'll lay the Beast Caller. Hopefully he doesn't just, like I said, Shadow Puppet those two and get me no value. Z-Fling Mob is probably really bad right now. All of his buffs are constant. We'll see. Z-Fling Mob will be my third, so unless he lays another one, I'll be able to get benefit off the mob. We'll see what we have going on here, guys. I'm actually somewhat surprised he has not drawn a Shadow Puppet yet. He's drawn so many cards. Okay, so right now he's got 3 buffs, so Z-Fling Mob does me nothing. Sad days are sad. That's not bad at all. We'll see what we have. Ooh, another consistent buff. Okay. So Bloomback Dragon is going to feel pretty bad to lay because I won't be able to restart my Corvid Conspiracies. But I do have this guy, so this guy expiring my Beast Caller makes it okay, I want to say. Like, I'm really, like, how has he not drawn a Shadow Puppet yet, right? How? How have you not done it? What's going on here, man? Steadfast Beacon, okay. Okay. This is a defend ability, so that's really cool. Tome, sure. So now he has 4 buffs. I can lay this and Z-Fling to get 5, but then next turn I'll only have 4, and Z-Fling won't do me anything. Z-Fling will have essentially done 1 damage. Which, maybe it's fine just to get it out there to rotate. But I also feel like I need card draw, and if he kills this, my card draw engine's done. Oh, this feels so bad. With all these consistent buffs and me not having... Now I draw that. For real. Now I draw something that would have helped. Come on, man. My draws are super bad today. Super bad. So this is going to rotate 1 step forward. Yep, there's a tentacle. Would have made my Z-Fling Mob almost, like, obsolete. Okay, so now he's going to start doing damage. Yeah, now we're into the mid-late game, where I should have pressured him quite a bit. Because now he's got a huge board, a huge hand. The pressure that I'm able to put on is just non-existent right now. And there's that Mountain Fort. Oh, this is so bad. That's the card I draw? Can we discuss how unfair that is? Yeah, I immediately think I lose this one. By a landslide. He doesn't attack me, he uses his defend abilities. Yeah, right now I'm in a very bad spot. 3rd Abyss Hoarder, are you for real? You've drawn all 3 Abyss Hoarders in the top, what, like 10 cards of your deck? Can you tell I'm salty, guys? Very salty. Also, like, the frickin' beast cards that I have are not the beast cards that I want. This is so sad. So this would deal 7. I can't even lay Beast Within. Oh, everything is horrible. Everything is going wrong. Oh my god. Okay, thank you, Reckless Spirit. Now's not the time for you, though. So... He's got 10 cards in hand. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, the one that I really need to kill is that Mountain Fort. That's the one I really need to kill. There's one Shadow Puppet. Okay. Ability, 2 damage to me, draw 2 cards. I don't see why not. Ugh. This just feels bad. Feels bad. Like, the only way I beat Magrock is if I had a really good opener, and compared to this, him getting that much card draw on me, I think I'm just, like, just dead. Like, there's just nothing I can do. He still has another Mountain Fort in the deck. He's got... That could help. That could help. Probably buff, right? In Magrock, probably buff. We're thinking, like, buff or defend. He does have a lot of cards in hand. Look at that. Another freaking Mountain Fort. Life is so unfair. During my promotion series 2 to gold, I told you I was not getting it, but we're having fun. We're having fun. So if I lay Beast Within, he Shadow Puppets the crap out of that thing, right? He just immediately Shadow Puppets it. But then it'll take 6. Like, I almost feel like I have to. I gotta do something here. You're doing me nothing. Lumbering Behemoth just also... Oh, it feels bad. Like, this deck has really nice card synergies, but I need to draw them almost in the right order, which is immediately what I'm saying is what's bad about this deck, is I need to draw, like, the Beast Callers first. I need to draw all of my Beast damaging buffs. I need to make sure my opponent doesn't have a board that's really wide. And a lot of decks right now are either very heavy on control and board wipes, or consistent buffs that will make their board almost always wider than me. Yep, there's a Shadow Puppet. Called it. Called it. Okay, so 2 Shadow Puppets down. I feel like I want to build a Nature Beast deck now after this, but I want to be more mid-range control. I want to splash in, like, Wind, put in some Thunder Slugs, as it's a buff. The Beast Caller will help me draw cards with that. I can search for them. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that'll be good. I can also run Living Whirlpool for, like, decks like this. Cowboy Hat Valley, you are not wrong. It is splash time. God, that won't even do anything. It'll be prevented by 3. And then he'll just heal back up. Okay, I can Corvus Conspiracy. Have I used all of my Beast Callers yet? I feel like I have. No, just the one. Okay. Because Beast Caller is what helps make this deck push me into the mid game, is by it being able to recycle all my cards. Because then I can also run the, like, Hungering Behemoths. I can run the Tuskers. Cards that help me proactively as I build this deck. Or as I, like, waded into the late and long game. Also, once again... Okay, okay, never mind. I was going to say, my Reckless Spirits are just not here. But I've drawn 2 of them, so I'm, like... I did draw 2 of them. I can't complain. Put that there. Then I'll pass. Zeefling Mob is never gonna help. With the way the meta is right now in the decks like this, Zeefling Mob, Lurker is absolutely right. It's a very meh card, where now that Magrock is so prominent with his constant buffs that just have a board like of 8 or 9 that you literally have to remove, Zeefling Mob is just a dead card. It's not good. I'd love it to be better, but it requires me to literally have a wider board, and I can't do that because all my buffs rotate out. Know what I mean? I feel like you know what I mean. There's my third Beast Caller. I feel like he's gotta have more tentacles. Like, Lolly the Third is playing a net deck, which means he's gotta see it be played, right? So he knows how it's played. He knows I only have one more buff removal left, and I'm nature and my buff removal is very limited. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't tried to go much wider on board and use the Dusttown Assassins to trigger abilities and whatnot, and just, like, start blowing me out right now. He's being very cautious, and I've been giving him almost no sign, and my hand size has been nothing to really make it feel like he needs to be. You know what I mean? That is not the ability I would have triggered. Not with your hand size, buddy. I don't... After this game, like, I kind of want to know what his hand is, where he's not just destroying me right now, right? Like, where I'm not just getting killed. Because if I attack him, I'd take 5 damage. Like, there's no way I win this. But I'm gonna go out on my own terms. I'm gonna see how much I hit you for. Are you for real? Are you for real? He only had 2 buffs in that whole hand? No wonder he wasn't pushing damage. He had nothing. No wonder. Someone who was watching both streams, tell me what was in his hand right now. Because if he had 2 buffs, that was so, like, what was he running in his deck? What was he drawing? Like, all Dusttown Assassins, his last Shadow Puppet, the Tantosians. No, because Mantix does 3, plus however many you have. Or no, the Digital Rat is 2, that's right, so he had 3 buffs in hand. So, 9 of his cards were not buffs. I'm thinking, like, the Nitro Hammer or the Crystal Core was in his hand, and he didn't feel pressure to lay him. The Tantosian Blacksmith was in hand. The Dusttown Assassins were in hand. His last Shadow Puppet was in hand. Like, I'm visualizing a hand of just all attack and defend cards or items. But for real, he didn't have any buffs. And here I was like, why isn't he blowing me out? Why isn't he going super wide on board? He was drawing so many cards. How? How? Loliet, how? Also, I'm going to see what rank he is. We're going to go ahead and do this, because this is what this game allows you to do. I'm going to go ahead and add him. Oh, he's even Magrock with his Where is he? He's gold 3. Okay. So it's not like he's like high tier above me. Still, playing net deck Magrock. If you want to climb ladder, it's a good way to climb. Just saying. So I feel like to build nature beasts I think we're going to want Arc Moss for this one. Arc Moss for this one feels like a good one. Crushing Charger, we're going to want to go control. Do we run the Tantosians or do we run the supply carriers? That's what I'm thinking. What am I thinking? Part of me says Tantosians just because they're so much better. So much more reliable. Alright, into the beasts. What are my items and how mission critical are they? The item that I am splashing in is Skyrider. So that I can run Thunder Slugs. Because then I can search for them with the Ashwood Nurturer. Boom. I feel like 2 Beast Callers could be good. We are going to be much more of a control. So, like, Hungry Behemoths feel good. Yes, all the time, yes. Maybe 2 Root Singers. Stampeding Tuskers. We want 3 Tuskers and 3 Behemoths. Behemoths are really good. For its constant value. Ooh, look at that. Maybe I only want 2 Tuskers. Maybe 2 Tuskers is fine. Like, those Corvids, they feel good. Actually, I'm going to run a Sipid over the Beast Caller. I feel like I do need card draw. So I will need, like, 2 Barkeeps. What does Storm have for Beast Synergy? I know it had that one... yeah, Wild Windrunner. Well, we don't run a whole lot of beasts in here, do we? Well, we're definitely playing Control, which means we're definitely running Living Whirlpool. 100%. If we run Camouflage... If we run Camouflage, do we ever run things like Den Mother? Call of the Wild's pretty nice. Move stuff back. So I have Thunder Slugs and Reckless Spirits galore. And Living Whirlpool. Like, I have a lot of buff removal. Oh, I'm also playing Arcmoss, so I want my constant action buff, so I'm going to get my Insect Swarms in here. 5, sure. Where are they? Where are they? For real? Where are my insects? There they are. Yeah, I gotta remember that Resourceful Sipid is the buff next to this one, so like, if I put Insect Swarm down next to Resourceful Sipid, it kind of feels bad. Kind of feels bad. How many buffs do I have? I also think these Monster Ridge Defenders could be good. I do need more forest cards regardless. Man, like, Stockjaw is just such a good beast card, but outside of, like, the Tusker and Behemoth, like, the only one I'd be able to restart, I'm not even running the Corvin Conspiracy, so I don't really want to. What card lets you search for a beast, and does it specify a buff? I mean, what I do is I just hit beast, and then I hit buff. So these are all the beast buffs that this has. So, I mean, that one's not that good. Well, actually, this one could be good in this setup because there's a lot of constant buffs out there now. Oh! Oh, sorry. Ashwood Nurturer. Sorry. Ashwood Nurturer. Yeah, search for a beast card. It does not have to be a buff. Does not have to be a buff. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, only 9 beast cards in this deck. And a lot of my buffs don't expire, so these resourceful Sipids don't even feel that good. They do not even feel that good. I could put in 2 Spore Feeders for healing. I do have a lot of consistent buffs out, so that could be fine. How many buffs do I have in this deck? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, only 14. Actually, I will not have a wide board, so Spore Feeder might not be the best. Thinking Tree Sprout or Stumpdrift Shaman. What does Mountain have for beasts? Like, I'd run Crystal Leech, Crystal Bat. I could run Greedy Gemruff. Greedy Gemruff. The beast specific, the Leaf Spine Hunter. Could try and make a Beast Mill deck. Could try and make a Beast Mill deck. That'd be so bad. Oh, so bad. I think we did try that once. We tried to make a Beast Mill, because then we tried to add in the Sipid Spawners, and it was just way too difficult to do. I think maybe revisiting the Insect family could be fun sometime later this week or next week. Okay. So we are just super heavy on control. That's all we are. We're using a buff almost every turn with Hungry Behemoth. Ooh, okay. Okay. Part of me says take out Vine Lash for something else. For like camouflage. Or a Feral Rage. Are you looking for more static beast buff specifically? I only asked about it specifying because Leech is a beast for a demand search and Ambush Worm is kind of static. That would be Crystal and Fire. So I would essentially like need to ditch them. Right now, I guess I'm just trying to get really strong value beast buffs, and outside of like Hungry Behemoth and Stampeding Tusker, there really aren't any just consistent beast buffs. Like Insect Swarm. Right now I just feel like I'm trying to build an Arcmoss and Moondale deck. With just some beast, like with Ashwood Nurturer being able to fetch Thunderslug for control, right? Like that's what I feel like I'm doing. Or Ashwood Nurturer be able to search for like Crushing Charger. Oh no, dude, Cowboy, never apologize. It's fine. It is A-okay with me, man. So okay, we this is definitely a Nat Beast control deck. With Arcmoss of Moondale not being able to trigger abilities. Just a lot of constant buffs for Arcmoss to be valuable. Running somewhat of a semblance of a beast package. To be able to fetch for buff removal. Essentially, like, we tried to almost build a deck to just counter Magrock, if that's what people are playing online right now, is Magrock. Where Insect Swarm is really helpful to tick away, like, Mountain Forts. Stampeding Tusker is a defend ability. The only attack abilities really come from Hungry Behemoth. Otherwise, we have Thunder Slug, which is not an attack for buff removal as well, along with Reckless Spirit. And we have Living Whirlpool for those big board wipes. Part of me kind of wants to add in like one Greedy Gas Bag. Just one. With this being a control deck, I don't think I'll need the Barkeeps. Because I'll just be drawing to kind of get value out of my board. Which means I can go ahead and add a Greedy Gas Bag. Just like one of them. Call it good. Maybe a third Root Singer, because Root Singer is ungodly. Especially in this type of deck where I will most likely, for the majority, always have a larger board. Or a Spirit Channeler, actually. Ooh, yeah, Spirit Channeler is really good. Spirit Channeler is so good. Oh, Magrock's gonna heal? I'll heal too. Awesome, cool. I really only want it for late game, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, we'll try this. Not a whole lot of beasts, unfortunately. Makes me kind of want to put Spirit Walk back. But all of my damage in endgames comes from my beast cards, like Stampeding Tusker, Hungry Behemoth. So I'll want those cards back eventually, is what I'm saying. Or will I? Will I? I might not. I might not, actually. I can probably go ahead and slam in either a One with Nature or a Treetop Tribunal. I think a One with Nature's fine. Get that buff on board, really start doing damage with my insect swarms and whatnot. Yeah, could be fine. Could be fine. Who knows, everybody? Okay, with that being said, that's all the way. There we go. With that being said, it is 8 o'clock. I'm going to take my short break, use the bathroom, stretch my legs a little bit. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. When we come back, we will try this out for a little bit. I'm thinking around 9 o'clock. From 9 to 10 is when we'll take a look at Lurker's Arcmoss deck. And we'll try and build something fun. Or we'll not try and build it. He's already built it. We'll play that deck, and we'll see how well that does. So stick with me, guys. Don't go anywhere, or do. I'm not your parents or spouse or whatever. So hang with me. We'll be right back.